Hi, welcome to Boostm8. This is your launch pad. In order to sell products, you will have to connect your Stripe. My client's going to come in and connect her Stripe on here later today. So click on payment. We could go through products, but the best way to create a class is to do that in a calendar. So you go into calendar settings. If it's your first time creating a calendar, you'll see a link right here. If you have calendars already, you can go to calendar setting. Each product would have a different calendar because we are creating a class, and this class has a payment involved in it. So we are going to create a new calendar. Since it is a class booking, we have all these options. We're going to skip straight to class book select. So let's see what the name of her class is. The class is Essential Oils. I'm just going to copy all the information she has here for the class. Paste it in the title. So we have the Essential Oils Make and Take pop-up shop August 1st. I'm going to put 2024 since that's the year. It's at 5 to 7 p.m. and the cost is $25. Selecting a team member, you have to have a team member. Sarah is the owner, so we're going to put that under her name. If you have multiple members inside or users inside of your Boostm8, you'll choose the user who is running that class or is to receive the notifications of those signing up for the class. So you can do my count. We're going to take advantage of the ability to customize this. So we're going to call it the Oils Make and Take. And then since we may do this class again, I'm going to do August 1, 2024. The class duration is 2 hours. So in the calendar, you'll see where it's referenced as meeting, but we are going to be calling this a class. Seats per class. So we want to limit this to the number. We're going to choose 30 here. On this page, it's given us availability. So we are going to set this up as a class. So you can uncheck all of that. Meeting location, we want to put the location. Sea Dreams by Sarah store, and I will add the address in there later. So you also put the address in so that they can easily find it. You'll go to advanced settings here. You're going to be able to upload an image. We'll do this one. We can add a long description for the class as well. Right now, I'm just going to add the same information we had here for the class. You can include any information in here that you want for your class. You can include materials that they should bring, how they should dress, should they arrive early, and if they're taking something home, do they need something special to carry it in? So those are all things that you can add in your description. The cool thing is we can make things bold. So I'm going to make it more bold because it has a color. And then this will make it bold and just keep it black. You could do whatever you want with these colors. I just wanted to show you that you can change it. Here's what we added on the very first page. The meeting invite title. So here we want to, again, add in our information about the class. We're not going to need the price on the email that we're going to send. This is the email that we're going to send as a reminder. Hey, you have this class coming up. You don't want to miss it. And our color, we want to use our orange color. So that takes us through the first screen. Next is going to be availability. This is where we're actually going to set up the class. Instead of doing it on a calendar where you could book any time or date that you want, this is a specific class. So we know that that date is August 1st. And we know that it starts at 5 p.m. and we know that it ends at 7 p.m. There we are. So that's a 2-hour class. Right there, we have the specific date. The meeting interval, so it's 2 hours, and our meeting duration is 2 hours. We don't have to fill any of these things in because we have already set our limitations, which is the number that can fit the class and the limitation on the date and time. Next, we're going to go to forms and payment. Here, we're going to have our default form, which is basically going to collect first name, last name, phone, email, and any notes. And we can pre-populate sticky fields for any of our people who have taken a class before. When they come back to the form, it's just nice to already have your information in there. And we also want to always fill this out. We want a consent checkbox because if we want to email or text or SMS our customers at a future date, we want to make sure that we have the consent to do that. So that consent will be on the form, and I confirm that I want to receive content from, and then instead of this company, you want to change that to your company name, Sea Dreams by Sarah. using any contact information I provide. So there we are. We just want to include that. Here's the default confirmation. We can redirect to a URL, which is a thank you page. But in this tutorial, we're just going to do the default, which means after they submit their payment and submit their form, it's going to populate with this thank you message. Thank you for, okay, so I'm going to say you are now registered for, and I'm going to paste in the class name, the essential oils, August 1st. And we look forward to seeing you in the class. You can add in your Facebook pixel ID. It is not necessary. Auto confirm new calendar meetings. That means that this person will be confirmed and that appointment is set. We do want to accept payments. It is not allowing me right now to turn this on because my client has not hooked in her Stripe payment yet. But once that's hooked in, then we would put in the amount is $25. Notification and rescheduling. So we're going to start here at the top. An acknowledgement email. We definitely want that sent. We want that sent to the contacts. And we can also add an additional email in there. So we could do Sarah at @cdreams by Sarah. So she gets a copy of every email of every person that schedules if she wants that. If she has an instructor, she could do instructor 1 at @cdreams by Sarah or whatever that person's email address is, so that that person who is instructing the class will get a notification with contact information of every person that signs up. You can choose to send that out this method, or we can do that through a workflow and automation. So right now I'm going to turn that off. We do not need to send out an additional email. You can either allow Google or Outlook Calendar to send invitations and update email attendees, or we can do it on the automation end. I like to do it on the automation end. If you are in a hurry, you can just allow Google to do that. Do we want to allow cancellations and rescheduling? I would say since this is a limited number of people who can be in the class and they're prepaying for the class, we're not going to allow reschedule and we're not going to allow cancellations. Okay, and then so that puts us through this entire screen. Very good. And then customization. Again, we can do a calendar. So you can do any background that you want. I'm just going to pick one that I happen to have up. And that can be your cool background on your calendar. I like the Neo more than I like the Classic. You can choose your primary color. I know that Sarah loves this orange color, so I'm going to make it orange for her. You can also do a background color, and I know she likes that turquoise a whole lot. Schedule or reserve your seat. Reserve your seats. And we have everything here is ready to go. And right now we're going to preview our calendar. So this is what it looks like. So we have those colors. Oh, those are a little clashy, so I'm not going to do those colors together. Oh my goodness, it's blinding. But that's one of the reasons why we want to preview our calendar. So we're going to go back in here and make some adjustments. So maybe this one, we'll make that more of a creamy color, a creamy white. And this one is maybe more of a darker blue, so they're not fighting for each other's attention. Okay, so these colors definitely look a lot better. This blue background, I think I'm going to change it to the sandy color with the blue being our main color. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks a little better. So here we can see we have our 5 p.m. class available for August 1st with 30 seats available. There we are, save. And then we want to preview, we go to our customization. And now let's preview. In this view, you can take a look by hitting your 3 dots, click your 3 dots, click share, and you'll get a link that you can take a look right there. Paste that into your browser. And now we have our calendar. It's going to show us the class. It's going to show us the duration, the date, the name of the class, again, the date, the time, and everything that we put into that first section. We'll choose here and we'll click 5 p.m. We can select that, and it's going to take us through this process of adding in our name, phone, and email, and the confirmation that we want to be contacted in the future. Once we add the payment process in here, then we will be prompted to enter in our credit card information to pay for the class. So that, my friends, is how you make a scheduled class in your calendar. Now look for the next video on how to take this calendar for classes and put it onto a landing page so that you can easily send people to that page to schedule and register for your class.